good to be alive. Good to be alive. Yeah, it's good to be alive. And we all want to see you thrive. Hang on for the ride. This is Paul Vibes, bringing you a spiritual flow and information that can remedy the soul. A man for the people, message in a bottle, but he threw it in a podcast. Now it's full throttle. Life is never hollow, but if you ever feel twisted or need to be lifted, yo, my man is gifted.
Hey everybody! What's your dog name again?
Mock.
We got Mock here, Paul Vibes, we got Oliver, we got Stanley, aka Black Panther God. We're at the brand new location here in Port Jefferson, at the IV bar.
Yeah.
Beautiful spot, what do you think about it?
It's beautiful, especially if you like the color blue. I'm more of a black type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But this place is awesome. It's nice and bright. The IVs look brand spanking pristine. And yeah, nice and clean.
And good vibes.
Yeah, this is the type of place that you want to come to in the middle of the pandemic. It's just very...
No, it's great vibes, and one thing we want to announce is that for the rest of the week, or maybe for the month, I think I may be mistaken, but there's only a week almost left of the month anyway.
First day of spring.
Yeah, first day of spring.
Yeah.
This is a great time, spring cleaning, to tune up your health, take it to the next level.
Yeah.
They actually have 15% off, I think, for the rest of the week for an IV Rehydrate.
Yep.
Just great for your complexion, it's great for energy, it's great for jet lag, overall energy, and they also have, I think, 50% off all CBD products for the rest of the month. Which is really cool.
Yeah.
I love you guys are repping the IV shirts.
IV bars for
IVs.
sure, bro.
All day.
IVs every day. So how does it, I want to ask you guys, like, how much have IVs helped your fitness, your well-being, your mental state? 'Cause you guys work out like animals.
Can't praise it enough. I mean, there's so much that goes into filtering supplements when you take it orally, and it's just like, at the end of the day, you have to probably wait like a week to feel the actual effects from, maybe even 2 weeks from whatever supplement you're taking. But IV bars is like if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, it's like a senzu bean. Afterwards, you just want to go. We're gonna climb some trees.
Going Super
after
Saiyan
this.
over here, yeah.
I feel like the immediate benefits of like the hydration, because most people don't even realize that they're probably dehydrated. They're not
Right.
drinking enough water. Even with certain foods you eat, you're not, absorbing them maybe fully or even to the right, part of the body. So it's like IV, you're getting that directly
It's
into the
bypassing
bloodstream.
the rest of the digestive system, things like that. It's true.
Exactly. So you're getting it immediately. I'm really focused on MMA training, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, and it goes perfectly with the lifestyle, man. I feel it right away. Especially the next day too. Like you get the immediate benefits, but then like it carries out for the remainder of the week or so.
Yeah. I can't wait to work out you guys too. If you guys want to see that, we'll take some video GoPros. We want to film a podcast in a tree. You can join that.
We do some tree climbing all the time.
Yo, I want to join. I'll join you guys for that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Some trees, that'd be sick.
No, do some workouts in nature. I could film, get with GoPros and stuff like
You ever
that.
been to Breakneck?
Breakneck?
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah, I think
Where's that?
it's like 2 hours upstate.
Yeah, I'll go with you guys.
We went
Yeah,
all
let's do it.
all the time last year. It's
Yeah.
so amazing.
I'd love to join you guys for that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so what other? Share you. I know I've done interviews with both of you.
Mhm.
Yours has been released. Yours not. That's to be exciting in the studio. But share us with some of the trainings you do. So you do martial arts. You say you do Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
So it's jiu-jitsu about 6 times a week. There's a few wrestling days in there. Striking about 3 times a week. Some boxing, some more kickboxing, and now weight training's probably 3 times a week. Because initially it was just all weight training, and then I found a new passion. And I'm hooked. So it's just about balancing all of it, and part of balancing it is the recovery aspect. That's why I love IV bars. New location in Port Jeff.
Check it out.
Right here. Beautiful, great spot. They're all over the island, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think this is the most easternmost IV bars too. So if you're too far from Northport or Huntington, Port Jeff is definitely a lot closer to a lot of you guys.
Yes.
So much more convenient because everybody needs some IVs.
Definitely, everyone could benefit. And it was cool that they have IVs for. It's just you're talking about all these different types. Where fitness, there's so many different types of IVs to get.
Yeah.
If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to detox, if you're trying to cleanse, if you're trying to just boost your energy, if you're jet lagged, like we just mentioned, they want us, the promotion they have is for the Rehydrate. Have you guys tried the Rehydrate one yet?
Yeah.
And they say that that's really good for jet lag, energy, and that is 15% off too for anybody. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the awesome thing, but the dangerous thing about the hydration IV is that you are hydrated. You have to keep up with your hydration because your body isn't notifying you that you need water. So even though that you take the hydration IV and you feel a lot better, make sure you're getting about eight ounce glasses of water a day, especially after you urinate or do sauna, workout, stuff like that. Just because you get the hydration IV doesn't mean you shouldn't drink water for the next couple of days, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like eating it's like working out, eating a healthy, drinking a healthy food. Like you don't just do something once and I'm good for the week.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I want to give you that question too. What are, just to share with people who may not know you, what are the different workouts you're into? What does it, like your routine look like?
I'm more of a concentrated, focused type of training. Calisthenics. I do like a lot of isometrics, horse stance, push-up planks. Even when it comes to like pull-ups and stuff like that, I do pause and progress and pause and progress. I seen Oliver doing it the other day at the gym. But I focus way more on like breathing and comfortability under stress. And I like explosive, fast twitch workouts just to help me progress when it comes to the people that follow me. I do flips, stuff like that. Mainly flips. We like to do handstands, things that prove to be challenging to the.
Gotta try these out.
Yeah, man. And the awesome thing about them is that you create a closer relationship with your body, and your body appreciates it when you give it some straight up vitamins and minerals in the IV bars, and then you just progress and progress. Intravenous therapy is like the next generation. A lot of people, even nowadays, that didn't even think this was an option. They're just still taking the supplements and they're not progressing, performing as optimally as they can, even recovering. There's times where we burn ourselves out. We're hammering our bodies 6-7 days a week, and we're barely recovering. You could recover within 1 day with the intravenous therapy.
So true. And it's so crazy because I've heard people, just to show you how powerful IVs are, there are people who I have known, actually spoke to, I'm working with now, at a young age, had to go through chemo, which destroys the body, as we know. Yeah. And they use vitamin IVs, and the stories I hear, just the hydration aspect, forget about the vitamins. They did both, but it's so amazing the things I hear. Because luckily, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't had that experience where I need it for that reason. But I feel amazing just using it as an average person. But it's crazy to see how people who are dealing with different ailments are so greatly impacted by like the IVs. Yeah. Especially if they're dealing with different traumas in their body and different disease, different things. It's cool to see how powerful it is for those individuals.
Yeah. And to touch on that, it's like, it's sad, someone going through chemo, doing the IV therapy. It just shows that we have to prioritize our health, 100%. No matter what the circumstance is. Right. So it's like if you're on that end and that you have to do that. Like that's part of the therapy of getting better, and that's why I think it's so important that a lot of us think, oh, I should do the IV or I should go in the sun or do something for myself when I'm feeling run down. But it's like if you do these things when you're feeling good and you make it routine or you make it habit, like I'm gonna go to IV bars, once a month or once a week, and then set a day and have those days to recharge. Your body's gonna thank you for it. You're gonna feel more one. You're just gonna feel ultimately better. 100%. And then creating those habits and creating those routines, so that way we don't hit the rock bottom or hit those walls where it's like, damn, I'm under the weather. Now I'm gonna treat myself or. But
that's why I love you guys. Yeah. You guys don't wait to it's like a traumatic experience. You're constantly improving your health, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, with the vitamins, and that way, you have bad days, but they're not as bad as it could be. Exactly. Because I hate that. I hate hearing stories, for example, where like I really like that you brought this up. Like it's like the cigarette. It's like the smoker finally stop smoking when they find that they have cancer. Right. And that's terrible, and they didn't ask for that. But the thing is, like, let's see what changes we can make in our lives before it's too late. Right. Yeah. Like I'm always doing these things like the IVs. I'm always building partnerships and connecting with people and supporting people that are helping others and helping yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
your body's gonna thank you. I mean, your body is a living organism. You are the spirit inside your body. You have to communicate with your body, and exercise is just the forging of the body. But one thing that people should know is that there's IV for pretty much anything. You know, if you're tired, if you're dehydrated, if you're infertile. I mean, depending on what the occasion is, right, or the circumstance, but any problem that you're dealing with, even if you just simply need more energy, there's an IV for that.
100%.
You know, and to make sure that you have your essential vitamins and minerals, you know, there's an IV for that. And yes, people might say it's a bit expensive, whatever it is. You're getting a combination of different vitamins and minerals.
And you get memberships.
Cocktail.
I haven't even mentioned in a while. Like if people are going to be coming, and we all recommend coming on a regular basis, but
Yeah.
you know, you can get a discount membership where you're saving money on all your IVs, and then you actually save it's more cost effective that way.
Right, exactly. I mean, this is your life you're investing in.
Yeah.
Your health is your wealth, as they say.
Yes, exactly.
And it's so funny because like those investments in turn build momentum.
Right.
So it's like, oh, I did the IV therapy. Chances are you're not gonna be more inclined to like go out and have a bunch of drinks that night if that's something that you usually do. Or you're gonna not smoke that cigarette. You're gonna do the IV and then be more inclined to do more healthy, good things for yourself.
100%.
So it's like it's that momentum that when it builds and it keeps going, you realize how powerful and how much potential you can tap into, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's really powerful. You said too is like the momentum, and you do one good thing. You're not just usually you don't want to just stop. You want to be like, okay, well what else can I do? Can I eat healthy now? Can I work out? Can I get more sleep? Can I meditate?
Right.
But then the same thing, the opposite. When we are in a downward cycle, and some people might be watching this. We've all been there where you're eating crap, you're not getting good sleep, you have different vices, different addictions. But I want to say to you guys, like, you can break out of it, and maybe getting an IV, maybe going for a run, going for a walk, maybe
Get some
reaching out.
sunlight.
Yeah, sunlight. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
And even when you can't, like I've been doing, I just got a vitamin D shot here.
Nice.
Feel great, but I also take a good vitamin D supplement. I'm sure you guys recommend that stuff.
Absolutely.
Like that has changed my. I deal with seasonal depression, and it's helped me so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people talk about seasonal depression occurring because we're not getting as much sunlight too, right?
Right.
So sunlight's so important, man.
Absolutely. I feel like it's a combination. Sunlight is the major factor, 100%. But as me and Oliver has talked about plenty of times, is that the seasons change and we can't stay the same, especially when the amount of sunlight changes. Springtime, we're out and about, we're running, this and that. We're eating a little later in the day, but in the wintertime, we can't keep that same habit because we don't have as much sunlight to energize us, so we have to switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
And most of all, the seasonal depression doesn't just come from the sunlight, but you're keeping the spring routine in the wintertime, or you're keeping summer routine in the fall time. You know what I'm saying? You have to change with the seasons, not just implement that routine for the whole year.
And there's new lessons,
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes you need to go inward and kind of maybe think more and reflect more and use the time to maybe meditate. And,
Exactly.
and there's a reason, I think there's lessons in all of it.
Yeah, you definitely exercise more when the sun is out longer, meditate more when it's not out as long.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
and that meditation definitely is fruitful, especially during the times that the sun's out longer.
Yeah, very good. I
Would
appreciate
you
it.
consider your breath work to be meditation, or is your meditation purely stillness meditation?
There's all types of meditation. We did breath work last time.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fun.
we do Wim Hof method, all that
Yeah.
stuff. There's different levels. There's mental, emotional, physical, and the emotional meditation is something that isn't really talked about a lot. You have gratitude, you have emotional release. What kind of traumas have you dealt with in your life that you haven't released?
Stress.
Stress. What real men don't cry apparently, right? But to be honest, we need to cry more than anybody because we go through really tough crap.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really cry much. He's seen me cry and vice versa. But it's one of those things that really build bonds within each other. Also, like, you're a human being.
I've been crying recently, to be honest with you. Like, and I'm not ashamed because I'm like, I'm working. What's the alternative? Am I suppress it, push it down?
And then it just
I'm like,
It
I'm not
manifests in other ways.
Exactly.
Yeah, and sometimes you just want to cry for no reason. It's like almost just like your body. It's all about listening to your body. If your body is telling you that you need to cry, why would you fight that? If
Exactly.
your body's telling you you're hungry, you need to sleep, why fight that?
Enter the meditation of increasing that. Yeah.
Yeah, being real open. Like, there's still that kind of hesitation at first. You want to hold on, you want to prevent it, and then you just gotta.
Yeah.
But as we start to wrap up, I want to ask you, where can people find you on social media? Do you have anything that you want to share as we close up?
Yeah. So my social media basically is Black Panther of God on Instagram, I'm starting up the YouTube channel. It's Evo the Sage, and I'm more so about connecting with the body a lot more. It's not just fitness. It's not just meditation and breathing, but also listening to your body, creating patterns, because our bodies are living organisms also, and the subconscious responds to patterns. So we have to establish that with ourselves.
To be a better listener.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of us like to talk, especially when we're in conversations. We're just waiting to talk until the other person's done talking, and then what they said just goes in one ear and out the other. Another thing with meditation is listening to your body. You know, is your liver hurting? Is it cramping? Or is the food getting through your intestines fast enough? Do you have any bulging happening there? Listen, because that is the indication of what you need to do that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I like what you're saying there. I think that's, you learn more by listening than you do by responding or talking.
Yeah.
Have you, where can people find you?
You guys
anything?
can find me at ohubs, OHUBBZ on IG, and yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm always happy to talk to anybody. Shoot me a DM, and partly what you were saying about like tapping into your body, like listen to your liver. It's so funny that sometimes we get wrapped up with so much like thinking, we get stuck in our head, and that's what I love about meditation. That's what I love about breath work, is that we can tap into our body more and just like harmonize everything, because we're really in a time where there's so much information and like people live their lives from the neck up, and like it can manifest too. Like like the breathing is in the neck and chest. Our shoulders raised, so it's like it's so important to tap into our body, and that's the beauty of. When you do the IV, you feel your body, you feel everything, and that taps into that wake up call, into building that momentum to build a stronger connection with yourself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like to call the recovery IV the sage mode IV, because you're increasing your vitality, you're increasing your storage, you're increasing. Recovery is the evolution to your progression. You could progress as much as you want, but once you reach the maximum, you have to recover to restore that data, and then bam, solidify it, and then step to the next echelon.
So yeah, I like a lot of things you talk about, listening to your body and taking your health in your life to the next level. And vitamin IVs help with that. I feel like your guys, I feel like even though we're all friends, like I feel like I've learned a lot from you guys, so I appreciate it. And definitely reach out to these two guys. They're super welcoming, open-minded, not judgmental. And they're open to really connect with everybody.
Yeah, and I feel like that's such a big thing, because we've truly embodied the fitness lifestyle. I'm pushing a decade. I feel like you've really been playing sports all your life. I never really identified with that until 18 years old. But the biggest thing is we're all humans. It's all relatable. I don't want people to see us and think this person's off in their own world, they're just the bodybuilder or the fighter or this and that.
Get them in the box, yeah.
Yeah, we all start somewhere. We all start somewhere, and there's nothing better and more fulfilling than to give back and help others.
100%. Yeah. Well, listen, guys. So send some good vibes to the viewers. I look forward to our next time where we have a little podcast. And we'll take it maybe outside or just something in nature next time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna carve some trees after this. Best believe that.
Let's send some good vibes and love to the viewers. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you all soon.